DAZZLE Dazzling Boom Bluetooth speaker. It sounds kind of gimmicky to me. With a name like that, it better have some sound. Alright, I gotta admit that I was a little put off by the name, and then when I pulled it out of the box, I saw that big knob on there and all the lights, and I'm thinking to myself, actually I kind of dig the knob, okay, because that's kind of a retro thing for my age, but what about my followers, which are half my age, and how are they going to respond to it? The reason I'm doing this review, this company definitely needs some recognition. How's everybody doing today? Have you all recuperated after the Memorial weekend? As for me, if you guys see me wincing or doing one of these throughout the video, it's because I really screwed up my rib setting my pool up. Dropped a screw and I was leaning over and I hit this rib, and I'm telling you what, I don't know if I fractured it or if I bruised it. Either way, it feels the same and it hurts. For those of you meeting me for the first time, my name is Brannon No D. That's right. There is absolutely no D in this name, hence Brannon, not Brandon. Now, before we get started on today's review, do you guys like what you've seen so far on the channel? Are you getting a little comfortable with me? Because I would sure love to have you as part of the Brannon No D family. If you're not subscribed, you need to get on down there, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell, and definitely click on the all button to be notified in that next video I provide for you. So what is this monstrosity that we are covering today? The Dazzling Boom by DAZZLE, okay? A lot of Dazzes, a lot of D's going on. But hey, no D in Brandon's name. So yes, we're talking about another Bluetooth portable speaker worth mentioning. They are an IPX7 rating, which we're going to be able to dunk this in the pool. That's right, the pool is obviously open, so we're going to use that as a test. We'll test out a song, we'll go over the specs, we'll go over the pros and cons, and then I'll let you guys know at the end of the video if I think this is going to be your next Dazzle. Would you like to see what's in the box? All right, coming in the box is your quick start guide. It will explain everything you need to know on how to operate this boombox. You're also going to get a USB-A to a USB-C charging cable and a 3.5 millimeter coaxial cable apparatus. However you would like to word it, it's for externals. And then you get the speaker, guys. Check this thing out. Now, you get a sticker right off the bat. Turning off the light can maximize your speaker's playtime. Well, I would say we all pretty much know this by now, that most of your RGB lighting systems, if you shut them off, you'll get more battery juice. But I have to ask, what's the point? I mean, we want the RGB, right? So that's what we need to concentrate on. How long this thing lasts with the RGB lights on. Oh yeah, that's great. We're gonna need some Goo Gone because that leaves a little sticky residue. Not digging that. All right, let's take a look at the speaker right away. Love a handle on any speaker, okay? Any speaker that comes without a handle, I'm not a fan of. I like to be able to pick it up and carry it where I need to go from point A to point B. Makes it way simpler, right? Also, you'll notice it's got these finger grips too as well, which makes it even more comfortable in picking it up and carrying it. The weight is, I would say, distributed perfectly. It doesn't feel too light to where you have that cheap feel, but it's not real heavy either to where it feels like an anchor. On the top, you have these rubberized buttons, and again, we're talking an IPX7. Then on the front, you're gonna have a screen that's gonna display what you're doing with this system. I'll show you that in just a second. And then the infamous knob, I do really like it. It just brings back memories of the older days when they had these big boom boxes that Yes Kids actually took cassettes. Yeah, we actually had to rewind and forward to the next song. And if you were spoiled enough, you actually had auto reverse, which you didn't have to actually eject the cassette and turn it over. You just push button. Yeah. On the bottom, you're gonna have rubber pegged feet, which I also love on a boombox because when you set it down, it prevents it from slipping, but it also cushions the unit while it's playing, and that is very important when you have anything projecting loud sounds. Turning this to the side, you have the radiators that are on a cushioned rubber seal as well on both sides. And yes, you will really notice the vibration once this thing is turned on. It's pretty incredible, actually. Flipping it to the back side, you'll notice this scaly texture, very nice, loving that. And then you have the Dazzling Boom rubber grommet that covers your USB-C charging port, your 3.5mm auxiliary jack, and yes, you actually get yourself a USB-A power bank included. Very nice feature to have, and I'll explain that more in detail when we get to the specs. Sorry guys, I just can't. Oh, much better. All right, so what's so dazzling about the Dazzling Boom? It has a total of 60 watt full range speakers, 2 actually at 30 watts apiece, hence 60 watts in total. Also coming with dynamic beat-driven lights with 5 different lighting modes. So that's pretty incredible too. Got a ton of RGB going on with this little system, and we're gonna show you how that all works as well. Referring back to the power bank that's built into this, you're going to get a 1200 milliamp, plenty of juice to get your tablets or phones or whatever you have connected to this that needs a charge. You're gonna have it right here. Now, a lot of you might be wondering, how many hours do you get out of this, right? I was wondering that when I first looked at the speaker and I started to write down the specs so I can give them to you guys. There was nowhere on the description on Amazon of how much battery you get out of this. How long does it last on a full charge? That's the huge question, and I couldn't find it anywhere. I looked at other videos, which there aren't very many out there. I also looked over the box completely. Nothing. Skimmed through the quick start guide. Nothing. So I decided to reach out to a good friend of mine who is also my rival because he does the exact same things I do as far as reviews, but he's also a great friend of mine that I met through YouTube actually, and come to find out we live in the same state. So maybe you guys could show him a little love. His name is Brian and he runs the channel Old Man New Tech. Kind of ironic, we're both a couple of old dudes in Detroit doing you guys reviews of new tech. Pretty cool. I'll leave his link down in my description below where you can check him out. He was my source that actually tested this and got 6 to 8 hours using the RGB, okay? He said you can get a lot longer not using the RGB on it, but like I said earlier, what's the point? They're saying that you can pair over 100 of these to get that crazy surround sound. Yeah, you buy 100 of these, hook them all up, you are going to have one hell of a crazy surround sound. That, unfortunately, I am unable to test. You're going to get Bluetooth 5.0, which is going to support those 100 units. Bluetooth 5.1 and 5.2 out there, but I think 5.0 will do you just fine. Seeing how they're saying you can get over 100 feet away with whatever device you have connected to the speaker. And lastly, you're going to get an IPX7, which we've been discussing since the beginning of this video, which you'll be able to submerge the system 3.3 feet deep for a total of 30 minutes. So basically, this is going to be excellent for outdoor use in swimming pools, at the lake, on a camping trip, floating down the river. Anywhere there's a body of water, you have yourself a new swimming partner. All right, let's go ahead and test ourselves out a song and see what this is capable of bringing to the table on today's review. All right, once you've connected the speaker to your phone, you go ahead and press power for 2 seconds. You should hear a sound. Here it is. Boom. That's telling us right now we are connected to the phone. One thing you'll notice right away is the buttons illuminate when this is on. Big feature that is so important, okay? What happens if you have this out in the dark? What if you're camping, you're outside, you're at night, it's a party box, you got everybody hanging out on the deck, it gets dark. You want to be able to see the buttons to be able to play, pause, forward, or turn your volume up, right? This has it. From the far left side, you'll have your power button, then you'll have your Bluetooth sync button, you'll have your track back, play, pause button, track forward, your 5 different light modes, and your X bass. So yeah, you actually get a kicker bass button. Now, right now it's showing us blue, which is obviously Bluetooth. However, if you have your 3.5mm cable plugged in, it'll say line in. Now, if you'd like to gauge how much battery juice you have left on the speaker, you just press once on the power button and it'll show you. It looks like we have 50%. So yeah, we're gonna have to get this plugged in pretty soon. Then you'll notice as soon as you start turning the knob, it brings up the lighting effect, going higher as you turn up or lower as you turn down. I thought that was pretty cool. All right, enough of that. Let's play ourselves a song, and today's song choice sponsorship is by the platform ARTLIST. If you're a content creator looking for that next song title, ARTLIST has a plethora of songs to choose from. Or how about those sound effects that you hear in all my videos? What about that perfect stock footage you've been looking for? ARTLIST and ARTGRID have it all for your creative needs. And don't forget to get yourself 2 free months on top of the 1-year subscription. That's how I roll. All right, the song choice is called Beautiful Catastrophe by the artist Ben Fox. Trust me, you're gonna love it. Now it's low. Let's turn it up. Oh yeah. Wow. Please don't let me drown. Oh, we're gonna drown you. All right, let's try the bass. Oh yeah, there we go. Let's try the lighting. Oh, there we go. Wow, look at that. It comes out on the sides too. You guys see that moving? Oh yeah. Oh, I like that green. That looks good. Let's turn it up, see what this really can do. I like the pink. Let's try a couple different modes. That one. Wow, that one really moves. And then the last one is rainbow. There it is. Everybody loves rainbow, right?
So you can basically see that, yes, it will withstand any amount of water. Let's get back into the studio and cover my pros and cons next.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't have danced. That was stupid. But hey, I guess the Motrin's wearing off. Pros and cons? Pro number one, gotta go to the sound. The sound that comes out of this box is amazing. It's funny that they call it the DAZZLING boombox, misleading you into thinking that it's just some gimmicky stereo coming out of nowhere that's not going to sound good. So I guess that being said, they have all rights of calling themselves the DAZZLING boom, because it is in fact a dazzling boom. Pro number two, loving the knob. Yeah, it's pretty retro and I really dig it. I love being able to turn the volume up with giving the other two functions, forwarding a track and backing up a track. I think that is impressive. And the last pro, it has a power bank. I mean, come on, what more could you ask for in a portable boombox is to be able to charge your device while you're playing your songs. It's a definite must-have, and I think every Bluetooth speaker deserves one. All right, where there's pros, there's cons, and I have a couple. Nothing major, but we are going to bring them up. It kind of pertains to the back end of this speaker, having the power bank. You are missing two things, and I know these questions are going to come up in the comments, so I'm going to go ahead and answer them now for you. No, it does not have a micro SD card where you can copy your music and put it in there. And a lot of people like to use that when you're getting no service whatsoever. You're able to still play your songs. And the number two input it's missing is a mic jack. That's right, guys. You are not able to plug a microphone into this system and carry your oaky asses off, unfortunately. And the last con, I'm going to go with, of course, the battery on this. I've done quite a few Bluetooth speakers that have much more than 6 to 8 hours with the RGB lighting on. So I think they could have got away with maybe 10 to 12 hours with the RGB lighting. But I do know that you can get a lot more with the RGB lighting off, which you can turn it off. So obviously, if you are in an area where you are not able to plug it in right away, turn the RGB lights off. You'll be just fine. All right, time for Brannon to tell you if I think this should be your next Bluetooth speaker. Now, I do quite a few speakers on the channel, and this is going to be one of my top 5s. And the reason I say that is because right now, you can get this on Amazon, and I'll be sure to leave you an affiliate link down in the description below. That's right, I get a little kickback. It's not much, but hey, it helps the channel grow and me to keep making these video reviews for you. Right now it retails for $72.99, but they have an $8 coupon at checkout, bringing this down to under $65 at $64.99. I think it's a no-brainer, guys. You have a very nice 60-watt speaker that you can submerge underwater that is fully RGB'd out to the core. I think it's definitely worth 65 bucks. Now, of course, I should remind you, I am not sponsored or endorsed through DAZZLE. They merely reached out to the channel, asked me if I would do a review, and I'm glad I did, because I think this one is going to be one hell of a contender in the Bluetooth speaker lineup. If you guys have any questions on today's review, or if you have any questions in general, don't hesitate. Drop me a comment down below, and I will most certainly try to get back to you as soon as possible. Now, before I let you mosey on out of here, you know what the drill is. We got to open a fortune cookie here on Brannon No's channel. That's what we do here. So oh man, I've been dropping these. I broke it already. Well, I guess I don't have to break it. It's already broken. One who admires you greatly is hidden before your eyes. Ooh. I just may have myself a secret admirer. Is it you? Is it you? What about you? Guys, if you've stuck with me this long in the review, well, hell, you're either family, which you really are by now, or there's something definitely wrong with you. But hey, we don't judge right here at this table. You guys can be who you want to be. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to hit that subscribe button on your way out of here to catch me in my next